Hello guys, it's Bravano in the building. Welcome to another Blender tutorial. But today we're not going to be doing 3D animation. We've been doing 3D animation for the past 3 months now. And I think it is high time we do 2D animation. Don't panic, I'm not going to over-inform you. So, I haven't decided the time frame to be releasing 2D animation. I might not have a specific time, but I'm going to improvise. I'll make sure I release every now and then when I think it is the best time to release 2D animation. So stay tuned and let's get started. Welcome again guys. Now the first 2D animation be this. We go launch our blender as usual, but this time around, after you don't load jam, you go just press Ctrl N. When you press Ctrl N, you go see all these settings and then you choose 2D animation. So once you choose 2D animation, your screen will load and you will see this white background where you see. So there are a lot of tools here we go to use. We see we don't learn now for 3D animation before. So this is the properties panel, this is the outliner, this is our 3D viewports, and this is the menu, this is the option bar, this is the toolbar. You see say everything we I just mentioned now, everything did 3D animation. So you go zoom out to see your camera because na camera view we did. So if you press 0 now, you go fit comot for camera view. So this one wey you dey see so na camera view you go dey see for default, because for 2D animation na camera view we dey use work directly. Because if you wan draw, you remember say 2D na one side, so na this side wey be say you go dey draw. So I dey zoom in zoom out with this cross arrow wey you dey see for this side here. And if na for mouse you wan use, you go dey fit use scroll up scroll down. So I don press 0 to comot for camera view now. So if I use alt to rotate now in my 3D viewport, you see our grid on the floor. So you go dey see say na the same this thing, but for 2D animation the background na white. So I go press 0 again to go back to wait into the camera view, and then this place where you see, so now here we go to draw anything we want to draw. So if you see here it says draw, so it means say if we start to the draw now, we go fit the draw something for our screen. But if I click now, you go see other options: object, edit, sculpt, and so on. And everything we go to explain. So if I start to the draw now, you see say the draw nonsense with the draw. So if I press Ctrl Z, I go fit use Ctrl Z to delete them. So we get object. So if you go to object now, you no go fit draw anything. So if you dey object, and wetin happen, you see say if I draw now, e no go happen because no pen is selected. Before you go fit draw, you go dey draw mode for that side. So now to start your 2D animation, press Shift A, the normal universal shortcut wey say you go dey press, and then locate grease pencil. So once you locate grease pencil, there are 3 options. We get blank, we get stroke, and we get Suzanne hair. So these 3 things na the things wey you fit choose, wey you fit start your 2D animation. So we get a preset monkey or Suzanne hair. So if I click this now, you go see your monkey. This monkey is a preset one wey be say they don draw there before. So now you go fit the animate this one, but this tutorial no be about this Suzanne hair. So I go delete am now by pressing S and then choose delete. You go fit press delete immediately. So I go choose stroke now. This stroke go start with one stroke wey be say they don draw. If I go to drawing mode now, I go fit add some more drawing to this stroke wey dey here before. So and everything na one object. So I go press tab to go back to object mode, and then I go delete the stroke. But the last option wey dey here is blank. If you choose blank, you no go see anything for your screen. But if you check here, you go see draw mode. So if you choose draw, then you go fit start to the draw after you don press Shift A and add a blank to your screen. So I go dey start to the draw now, and you go dey see wetin I dey draw. So you see anything wey I draw, you go dey see am. But for here, we get different kind of pen. So if I choose here now, you go see all the kind of pen wey we get. This one na the default pen wey you go dey see. So if I select am now, I fit select any other pen depending on the one wey you like. So come to object data, and if you come to object data, wetin you go dey see be say you go dey see line and fill. These 2 things go dey there by default. And then if you go to material, you go see say some materials are selected for you by default. So we go select, the default one wey dey selected na black material. So now I go dey explain in for later tutorial all this material wey we don select for, wey you see for preset in 2D animation. So now if I start to dey draw anything, but the strength of 2D lies on how better you are in drawing, how good you are in drawing. So now you go fit increase strength for there to change the strength of your pencil. You see say when the thing dey 0, you see say e dey light, and then if you change the radius, e go dey very big. So remember, radius and strength. Radius is to increase the size, and strength is to reduce the this thing. So you go fit right click on it to reset your default settings. So now I go change my pen. So if I choose this one now and I draw, you go see say now another effect this pencil dey give us. Now like say you have different pencil for ground, and you dey choose anyone wey you like. So if I increase the strength now, you see say e dey very deep. So I go right click on that one. I fit right click or press Ctrl Z to delete all these things. So now I go choose other pencils and then show you what we've got. So now if I start to dey draw anything now, you go dey see say na different shape the pencil dey give us. So I don select that pencil, and then now I don draw something, but I no like as the thing dey, so I go choose sculpt for that place. If I choose sculpt, I go choose smooth, the first one wey dey here. So I go start to dey click. If you start to dey click on top your sculpt now, if you notice the thing dey smooth, so I go select another one, push, and then or pull. Is it pull? I don't know which one wey I selected. So you go start to dey drag arm out to give you a little bit perfect circle like so. So now wetin I go do be say I go go back to draw mode, and then I go continue my drawing. So I wan draw one simple cartooning character for you. So I go continue to dey draw like so. Now wetin I dey use draw na my mouse, but if you get a pad, wey be say dem dey use, wey be say e go dey very easier for you, but even me sef I no get because e dey expensive. So I go choose sculpt mode, and then or smooth. I go go to sculpt, choose smooth, and then start to dey smooth all this body wey dey here. So I go choose push to make some correction like so. So na like that we dey do 2D animation. So we don dey draw for 2D animation like this, and this thing wey you dey see wey I dey do, nothing wey you no fit draw for here. No matter how complex the thing be, you go fit draw am with all these tools wey dey for Blender. So now I go continue to dey do my drawing, then I go just draw the hand somehow, then I go continue to draw something else. So this is how I want to draw the hand. You dey get the concept. So I go go to sculpt mode, and then I go fit smooth all these things out. So now I wan delete that place, because if your hand dey on top something, you no go dey see your body. So I go choose eraser for here. Now the third icon, you go see soft. So this size of the eraser dey too big. So I go reduce the size by pressing F, and then I will scale it down like so. So I go to erase all these things. To see these things clearly. I go zoom in, and then another eraser wey you fit choose na add. So if you choose add, e go dey clean faster than soft. So na like so I go choose. I go reduce the size, and then I go delete. I go erase all this side away for this. So you see say we go dey get better drawing like so. So now you go zoom out, zoom in, like the way we dey do am for wetin dem dey call am for 3D animation. So we get different kind of eraser wey I go dey talk about later as we dey learn 2D animation. So now we go continue our drawing. So I go select the brush, I go zoom in and then I go try draw the leg of our character. So I could draw the leg like so. I can use the eraser to erase anything where I no like. Then I could choose draw. Like so. So I will go to sculpt mode and then try to correct anything where I not like. So I go first smooth all these things out so that I no go dey, raw. So I go select push for there and then I will control all these things for here like so. So now this is our character. And this is how to draw for 2D animation in Blender. So I will continue. So if you want to add any drawing now, you just go draw and then start the draw anything. So we have editing mode. This editing mode, you will fit select all these parts and then delay it. If you want delete, if you want scale, you will use scale again. So editing mode too, you go select all the stroke depending on the selection mode wey you did. So if I select any of this stroke now, you go select from when I start to the draw to when I remove hand for Blender. So now another selection mode be that you go select one point. This one now the whole stroke before you remove hand for your drawing the time wey you dey draw. So you go see say na different selection mode be that. So all these selections wey you see here na to correct some drawings. So if I select these two now, let's say I want scale these two down like so, I go fit select these two with shift after selecting the first one and then I go press S to scale it down. Remember I say na all these settings wey we dey do for 3D animation. So that's how it works for editing mode. So I will go back to sculpt mode and then I will do some more push down like so. 2D animation is not as hard as 3D animation. The strength of 2D animation lies on how good you are at drawing. So if you no sabi draw, this is the time you start to dey learn how to draw. As you dey see me so sef, I wan buy pencil and drawing book wey I go dey use practice my drawing. I used to know how to draw but I no know wetin happen. I lost the talent because I stopped practicing. But another thing for 2D animation be say you guys know how to draw offhand. So for this side, I have got an arc because I get a friend wey we do fine art together for secondary school. But after secondary school, this guy went further to learn drawing. So if I get any animation wey I wan do, wey be say person give me project make I do, I go just tell my guy, okay, this is what I want, help me draw something. So after I don draw am, I go just import am to Blender and then I go trace the drawing to achieve my aim. So if you get friend wey sabi draw, that means you go fit dey share your money with the person. But if you no wan share your money with anybody, you gats know how to draw for 2D animation. It's very important to sabi draw for 2D animation. So I go add the second leg like so. So I go dey explain in other tutorials how you go fit import videos, pictures of drawings, and then you go import am to Blender, and we go dey learn how to animate our 2D animation. So I go press Ctrl S to save my object and I go call am 2D animation tutorial. Then I go press enter. So this is our object now. So if I go to, this is our drawing. If I go to object mode, I go fit select the entire drawing and then I go move on to anywhere where I want move on. I select object then I press G, you go fit move am place am anywhere I like. And for this object mode, you go fit scale am to any size wey you like. So that is how you go dey work with 2D animation. I go see you around in the next tutorial. Remember to subscribe my channel, like my video, comment and share. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.